welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. This is the first actual sit-down video that I'm filming in my newly painted office, so enjoy. I'm still trying to figure out the right angles to film at because I have a window here, I have a window here, so if I face this way with my cutie little bookshelf in the background, there's a bit of a shadow and like, look, y'all, I try to use natural light as much as possible, but I might have to break out the actual lights. We'll have to see. Anyways, we're just gonna enjoy the green walls and like say goodbye to the orange and like just appreciate the vibe. We're just gonna appreciate the vibe that's happening right now. I couldn't be happier. Anyways, you clicked on this video. We were gonna be talking about all of the books that I plan on reading in the month of June. Before I get into that, I just wanna say thank you for being patient with me over the past month / few weeks. I did get a new full-time job and it is taking up a lot of time, and also it's just been a lot of learning and I have not had the energy nor the bandwidth to like film other things and like get other things down. I'm still trying to figure out like my schedule and things because I do get to work from home and I do kind of like get to make my own schedule to a certain extent, but there's still meetings and stuff like that. So I'm still trying to figure out like when I'm filming and that kind of thing. So just thank you for being patient. My plan for the summertime is to really just focus on one video a week. Normally I try to get out at least like 6 or 7 videos in a month. So whether that be 2, 1 week, etc. But I always try to at least get one video out a week. And with the summertime, and again, just this new chapter of life, I'm just going to focus on one video a week. If I happen to have the time and have extra content like another vlog or like one of my micro vlogs or what have you, I will put that in there. But for now, we're just gonna focus on one video a week for the summer and then come back full force in the fall. So I hope that's okay with you. Yeah, I just wanted to say that at the beginning. It also has affected my reading a little bit too. Like I've definitely slowed down in reading over the past month or so, but I still have so many books that I am so excited about and want to read. So we're going to talk about them today. Let's just get into it. There are 2 readathons happening in the month of June. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any TBR picked out for them yet. So whether or not the books that I will show you can fit into them, maybe. But if not, I will come up with TBRs when it comes time. The first one is actually a Pride and Prejudice readathon. I am so excited. This is gonna be put on by Liv from Liv's Library, Kendall from Kendall's Pages, and Elizabeth from Little Life of Books over on Instagram. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I had Pride and Prejudice on my May TBR and I didn't get around to it, and I am taking it as a sign from the universe that I was meant to participate in this readathon and read it with so many friends, because I actually haven't read it before. So I do have Pride and Prejudice. We are going to be reading it this month. I don't know what other books, like I said, I'm going to be reading for this readathon. There are a few other prompts, of course, but I am going to figure it out as we get closer because I just don't have the bandwidth to think that far ahead right now. So I do know that Pride and Prejudice does fit into some of the prompts. I think there was one for like a strong female character, and like we know that. I believe there was an enemies to lovers prompt, and this definitely fits into that. So it definitely can fit a few, but I just don't know what else I'm going to be reading that week. It is taking place the end of June. It is June 24th to the 30th. You can head over to their socials or their YouTube channels. I will have them linked below, and you can see all of the fun things for yourself. But I definitely am like, I was meant to be. It was meant to be that I didn't get to read it the last month, because now I get to read it with so many people and I am so excited about it. And there's also going to be a movie watch along too through Patreon, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen the movie either. I'm just behind, okay? So we'll be reading this month and I'm very excited for it. And then Gabby from Gabby Reads is hosting another round of her Screaming Color Readathon. This is a Patreon exclusive readathon, but I am part of her Patreon, have been for a long time, and I love this readathon so much because it's short and sweet, but so fun. It's literally only like 24 to 48 hours, and each time she picks a different color, and you just read books with that color on the cover. It's super simple, but she does reading sprints like all day long on Saturday. This is taking place actually the weekend before the Pride and Prejudice readathon, so like I'm just gonna be immersed in readathons at the end of the month, and I'm very happy about it. This month's color is purple, and I again don't have anything picked out for this yet. I'm definitely gonna have to like peruse my TBR and also pay attention on socials for books with purple on the cover, because I don't think any of the books that I have, other than one that I'm in the middle of, but like I'm not gonna wait till the end of the month to finish it, have purple on the cover. So I need to do something about that, but I will be participating. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna be reading. So that's it for readathons, and now let's just get into the list of books. I shall be continuing my romance era because, I mean, this is just what we're in right now. I am finding it so easy to digest them, and they're such quick reads that it's just the perfect thing for me right now in this busy season of life. It just makes sense. So I have a few romances that I would like to get to this month, and being that it is Pride Month, I am also trying to read as many queer books as possible as well. So I did pick a lot of romances that are queer, which like, we love it. We love it. So the first one is Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellafleur. I have heard nothing but good things about this series. Like, this one has some purple on the cover, but like, I'm already into this. I'm already into it, I'm not gonna lie. I've already started it, and I am loving it so far. It is fake dating, which I am finding that I really like. I like the fake dating trope. I don't know what to say about it. And it's kind of like opposites attract too, because we have our main character, Darcy. Her brother sets her up on a date, and Darcy is very, she's very type A, likes things a certain way, very structured in her life, and she goes on a blind date with Elle, who works on this like astrology app or whatever. She's like the creator of this astrology Instagram that's really popular. They're coming out with like a dating app, that kind of thing, but she's very like go with the flow, loosey-goosey, that kind of thing. And they go on a blind date, and the blind date's actually a disaster, but then they decide that they need to be fake dating for a number of different reasons, and it goes into that, and it's so cute. It's fun. It's a female romance. I'm having a ball with it. I think it's really cute, and I definitely think that I will be continuing in the series. I know this is supposed to be my June TBR, and I'm already talking about other books that I want to read, but like, this has already prompted me to be like, you need to continue. You need to continue. So I'll be reading that. I also have the next in, I don't remember what this is called, Something Falls series. The first one was Delilah Green Doesn't Care. This one is Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. This, I believe, is also a female romance, and Astrid is also a bit of me. She's a bit type A. She's a bit of a control freak, and I just thought her character was like obnoxious, but also really funny at the same time. So I'm excited to read from her point of view and see what's next for her after the first one. So I have this one. I also have, and this is a bit of like a rogue option. I mean, I've heard such good things about it, but then also I've heard such mixed things about it, and I don't know if it's gonna be my cup of tea or not, but that's what this is all about, right? This is what we're doing, is red, white, and royal blue. I mean, if we're gonna pick queer romances, I feel like this needs to be on the TBR, and I did not see the movie. I was like, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna read the book first, and then watch the movie if I so choose. But I don't know, I've heard mixed things about it, just because it has like politics and things involved in it, and like I don't know if that's something that I'm really going to like, but I'm willing to give it a shot, and it's queer, so it fits perfectly for this month, and I just feel like it's time. You know, you can only avoid spoilers and things for so long, so I feel like we definitely need to be reading this very soon. And I mean, like, you know, I don't know a whole ton about any of these books. This one just says, what happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales, which is giving that, like, early 2000s movie. I can't remember the name of it, but with, like, Katie Holmes, and that happens to her. It's giving that. So I'm excited, I'm nervous, we're gonna see. And then of course, I have to continue in the Abby Jimenez backlist, and I will be moving on to yours truly this month. I don't have anything to say about this other than I'm really excited about it. This one follows Bree, which I just loved her character in the first one, and I love that all of these books take place in the same world, but we just follow different characters, kind of like the other series. I just love that, and I am so excited to get a book from her point of view because her storyline is very interesting, and I'm keeping it vague because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't also gotten around to these like me. High five if that's you too. But I'm just very excited to get her story and read from her point of view and see. I just hope it all works out for her. I just really hope it all works out for her. And I just need to be into Abby's writing immediately, like immediately again, because it's just that good. It's that good, and I need to be reading this one this month because I would like to read Just for the Summer, whatever it's called, her newest one, next month while I'm on vacation, because I just feel like it's the perfect vacation read. At least that's what I'm dubbing it. So I need to be reading this month so that I can read that one while I'm on vacation next month. I have a plan. So that's it for like straight romance books. I do have some romanticies that I would love to get to this month. The first one is also queer, so we love that. It's a sapphic. This is The Honey Witch. This just came out and I have not gotten to it yet, but I need to be reading this. I need to be reading this so soon. I am obsessed with this cover so much. I actually had my local bookstore order this for me, and I was like, you need to be getting this book. I don't know if this is gonna be good or not, but like, you need to be getting this book. And I'm praying that this is going to be, this is like a 5-star prediction for me. I have a feeling that I'm going to love this because it's kind of cozy fantasy. It is a romantasy, but I believe it goes a little bit darker than cozy fantasy typically does, but it's not like completely high stakes either from what I gather. And I just really love that combination. I just feel like I need to be reading a cozy fantasy, and it's giving springtime and it's sapphic, so like what more could you ask for? And this one just says, the Honey Witch is cursed to never find true love, but when she meets a young woman who doesn't believe in magic, she dares to hope for more. I don't need to know anything else. That sounds like a bit of me. I love anything with witches and magic, and you make it queer, you make it a little bit more fantasy, you make it cozy. I'm gonna show up for it. And then I have a book that I have been seeing go around on Instagram, specifically by a few of my friends, and I was like, well, I need to be in the know. I feel left out. So I need to be reading this book so soon. I don't know anything about it. I literally do not know anything about it, but I saw Elizabeth from Little Life of Books rave about it, and then it started this like chain of other people reading it and loving it, and now I feel like I need to be reading it and loving it, and that is A Feather So Black. Do I know a single thing about this book? No. Does it match my room perfectly now? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. When I saw this cover, I was like, ooh, matchy matchy. This one just says, darkly enchanting and beautifully written, the perfect mix of atmospheric fantasy, heart-stopping action, and delicious romance. I think it's giving like fairy tale-esque, which makes me very excited. And I just need to be knowing what everyone loves about this book, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I cannot wait. This is also like deceivingly short for how thick it is. It's only a little bit over 400 pages, which like in a fantasy, that's not that long. So I have a feeling that I'll be able to breeze through this. I will be getting the audiobook as well, and I just can't wait to be in the know. And then I have a couple of other books that I would like to get to, specifically for Pride Month. I've been saving them. I have a list on my phone because I don't have them yet. I'm either just gonna be listening to the audiobooks, because honestly, audiobooks right now are saving me. That's how I'm like consuming the most of my books at this current moment, because I'm going on a lot of walks and that kind of thing, and while I'm working I can listen. So it's just helpful. It's helping me right now. So I would love to be getting to Felix Ever After this month. I think I might listen to this one on audio. I love this cover though. I love this cover. I did put it on hold at the library, so if it comes through, then I'll read it physically too. But this one I've heard incredible things about. This is a YA, kind of like a coming of age story. I've heard it's like a romance, but also very heartbreaking at the same time. It covers a lot of important topics, and I feel like for Pride Month, this is like the perfect read. So I would love to put that on the list, as well as Wilder Girls, which I have heard like recommended to me specifically so many times. I have not read it yet, and I feel like it's a crime at this point, and I do know that it also has queer representation in it, so I was like, ooh, I can read it for Pride Month. So I would love to get to that one as well. And then just some other random books that I could possibly like fit into the readathons if I have time, that kind of thing. I would love to be reading Half a Soul this month. I have tried to read this book before, and it just wasn't the right time, place, whatever. It was a soft DNF, and I would love to come back to it this month. So I feel like maybe I might be able to fit this into the Pride and Prejudice readathon, and I feel like that gives like, it's Regency, so I feel like it's the perfect fit if I want to be reading a lot of like Regency vibes that week. So I would love to get to that and give it another chance, and then possibly continue in the series if it is something that I enjoy. I can't remember, like I don't remember a thing about it right now. I remember like the first chapter, and that's about it. It just wasn't the right time. So I feel like I want to come back to it, and I feel like maybe this month might be the perfect time. And then I also would love, lastly, to read the next in the Veronica Speedwell series. I think this one is an easy listen for me while I'm on walks, because I love the audiobooks so much. I just feel like they give them so much life, and hearing Veronica and Stoker bicker in my ears is exactly what I need to be doing. So I would love to listen to another one of those this month. I'm really trying to get through them. I'm really trying. So yeah, that is all for my June TBR. A little all over the place, like my life at the moment and like I feel at the moment. So sorry this is a little bit late. Again, thank you guys so much for like sticking with me, and I promise regular content is coming again. So yeah, just thank you for sticking with me through this chaotic time. If you are reading any of these, let me know. If you are participating in the readathons, let me know. If you are reading books for Pride Month, I would love to know what you are reading. And also, if you have any recommendations for books with purple on the cover, please let me know, because I honestly right now I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like go to my Goodreads and see, because I don't think any of these have purple on the cover. So there will be books that are gonna be a surprise to me this month, and that's totally okay. That's fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe if you are not already. Turn the bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
With you and I, the future